So I started playing a shit ton of Beat Saber and went from this
I'm a living legend. You ain't heard yet, you not get the message.
To this. G'day guys, it's Fami here. As many of you may not know, I'm primarily a Destiny streamer, so Beat Saber is a little bit out of my comfort zone, but I've always been a huge fan of rhythm games. I played Guitar Hero when I was growing up, and I have about 13-14 years of musical experience from when I was younger, so melodic and rhythmic concepts aren't too foreign to me. But I really wanted to dedicate myself to something and see how good I could get over a relatively short period of time. As you can see down the bottom here, I've already been playing the game for about 7 hours at this point. Really, the beginning was all just tutorials, getting used to the game mechanics, and figuring out exactly how I wanted to hold the controllers, how I wanted to swing, and as you can see, it's not exactly refined at this point. But I really did want to try the song that got me interested in this game in the first place. I've seen a bunch of YouTube videos online from creators like Bandude and Taichi about this game that got me really interested in it, but I really wanted to jump in and try it for myself. And that's one of the big points I want to get across initially, is to get better at this game, at the start, you just have to start up the game and play. The fact of the matter is you're not going to improve if you're not playing the game. And the more you play, the more you're going to learn certain patterns and concepts become much more natural to you, and you're able to move on to the next thing, and so on and so forth until you get really good at the game. Anyways, that's enough from me for now. I'll be back later in the video to talk about my experiences a little bit further on, but I seriously hope you enjoy the video.
You ready for this?
Let's go.
The Popstars Megalovania mashup and Be Wild were probably my two biggest achievements early on, and as you can see, I showed comparisons between myself earlier on and further down the line in experience. The point behind that is I wanted to say that more hours in this game don't necessarily mean an insane amount of improvement. The reason for this is that earlier on, all the concepts are fairly basic, and for the most part, you don't actually need to do any training or anything to actually reach the level to beat these songs. When you reach further up into the harder difficulties and the harder songs, then it's going to be much more difficult for your body to actually keep up with your brain. You might be able to comprehend the patterns that are flying at your face, but the thing is, your body might not be able to react in time, or you might get too tired, which is where the whole concept of just playing the game is going to help you. Thing is, you're going to get your ass kicked. You are going to mess up multiple times, you're going to hit walls, and you're going to have a fucking terrible time at some point in this game if you dedicate yourself to it. It happened several times, I'd say like 5 to 10 times during the 100-hour period, and there were times where I actually just had to put the headset down and stop playing because I was getting mad. There are a couple things you can do to help alleviate the pressure during these situations. The first one is modding. Given that you're already thinking about these songs, I can only assume that many of you have already modded your game with pre-made software and that sort of thing. In that case, I would highly recommend checking out the Beat Saber modding group on Discord as well as their wiki. They have a lot of great guides out there for modding, as well as will give you a heads up on any new mods that come out with new versions. The big things about versions in Beat Saber is that when you actually get a new version, all of those mods are going to be out of date, so you need to wait for them to actually come back up so that you can start playing the game at its full potential once again. That may take some time, but being in the Discord will keep you up to date. The second point I want to make is your computer's performance. Actually playing Beat Saber or any VR activity is incredibly stressful on your computer. When I found that I was playing on stream, I would miss a bunch more notes, some inputs wouldn't register, and that's just because my computer isn't the best. The best thing you can do to alleviate that is to remove as much debris, make the game less graphically intensive, and basically give your computer an easier time. One mod I highly suggest is Particle Overdrive. You actually have to manually install this mod, and you can find it on the Beat Saber modding group Discord, like I mentioned earlier, and it actually has the ability to remove all of the particle effects, all of the sparks that come off the notes, and it is incredibly good. I actually discovered it after the 100-hour journey, which I highly regret. Seriously, go check out this mod, it will change your life. The third point I want to make here is take breaks. This is physical exercise. You are going to have to allow your body time to recover in order for you to reach that next step. Take some time off, watch some videos, relax, play some other games, that's completely fine. Beat Saber will always be there, you can always come back to it, nothing's going to change. And then when you come back, you might be able to take on that song that's been giving you a shit ton of problems. Now some of you might have noticed I've been talking over about 20 to 30 hours of real-time gameplay in the background here. Reason that is so many songs are beautiful, and please do go try every single one of them out, but a lot of them have the same concepts. There are sometimes you won't encounter that, and the reason that is because each custom song is mapped by a different person. Each certain mapper has their own particular style, and you might enjoy one person's style over another one. This song in the background is mapped by one of my favorite mappers, the Real Xeris. I really enjoy his stuff just because of the flow it has, the speed it has, and it's really hard to describe because I'm not exactly the most experienced player, but it just feels good to play it. If you find a song that you really like in that sort of sense, find out who the mapper is and go download their other songs. A lot of them are going to be in the same style, some might be better, some might be worse, but you can guarantee some level of quality by going for the same mappers. Don't be afraid to branch out into new people though. Eventually, after taking on enough maps, your hands will start moving on their own out of muscle memory. It's at this point that I started to beat some of the songs that were giving me an incredible amount of trouble early on. And with that, here are probably the greatest achievements that I have done in Beat Saber prior to the 100-hour mark.
Check my pulse. It's been a minute since I tasted blood. I forgot how good this was. Oh, honey, it's a fucked up world. Can't you see the fun in that? Somebody better hold me back. My God, just do it. I'm so done thinking through it. 'Cause I got bruises, doing something stupid. It's a fucked up world, you
And that's it. That's 100 hours in Beat Saber. A few things before I leave you with the last two clips here. Firstly, a shout out to Cube Community. A lot of their videos have helped me along the way, especially a recent video about how to improve when getting into the more difficult songs in Beat Saber. Definitely worth a watch, and definitely improved my accuracy after watching the video and taking some of those points in stride. Secondly, a thank you to those on screen, as well as anyone else who might have appeared in the video. Regardless of how indirect our contact might have been, it has definitely helped me along my journey, and I sincerely appreciate all the resources people have put out there in the Beat Saber community. Finally, if anyone is interested in more, I do have a Twitch channel which I stream regularly on, and I do intend to do more Beat Saber streams just before I get into some other games. That's pretty much it. I'll leave you with the last two songs, which I believe are the two hardest songs that I have passed up to this date that I'm making this video. Thanks very much for watching.